Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 24th-ranked team in the land, the Indiana Hoosiers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Hoosiers will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Side. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they... wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Price. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion, and right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep...
Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Trying to surprise him with the pass. That's caught. It's Pauly. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. What a moment it was. A bitterly cold night in South Bend that still warmed the soul. Notre Dame and Indiana, first ever 12-team college football playoff game. Started quite a run for the Irish. Any chance Indiana gets that one back here?
Well, in the last matchup, I think with Indiana, they were so happy to be in the playoff, right? Like, what a Cinderella story, turnaround story. Signetti coming in, all the changes, and it was a great season that ended on a sour note.
And for Notre Dame, winning that game was really sticking to the script, right? Defense, run the ball, Riley Leonard making good decisions, throwing it. That's got to be the same formula for Notre Dame today.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Dead center perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To the air, it's Mendoza. Finds his man. It's Cooper. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
There he goes. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, it's picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win it, David. They've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets in the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 40, at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Michigan is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Big House, but the Maize and Blue have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Illinois. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Bringing the heat. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, positives to point to.
call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 24th-ranked team in the land, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Hoosiers will kick it off to get us underway. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. A designed run for the quarterback. Oh, he's got some space. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity of playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Price. Got the first down. Looking for more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. The corners are walked up tight. Wants to go up top on first down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Here comes the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. He unleashed that one, some serious spin rates, some revolutions on that one.
You want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his steps, and man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Grab behind the line. It's Pauly. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. With the catch, it's Cooper. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Just a little off. Incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Off play action. Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man downfield. Offense has gained momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Tight coverage there, did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to...
It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. Inside the... And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
And And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. A little screen to the running back. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling past and kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Wants to throw on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you. But when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time. And the offense gets a huge...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Got room at the 35. Oh, a lot of space. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. We've come to the end of the period and the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Offense trying to go with some misdirection in the run game to the boundary, but the defense was there. They're able to corral the back behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. So now it's second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll take a deep shot here. Touchdown, Notre Dame! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Michigan has the lead right now, but unless Desmond Howard or Anthony Carter come running out of that tunnel, I'm not ready to say this one's over. They're up by 7 over Illinois. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Finds his man on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that.
Turning it on! Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
To throw, it's Mendoza. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Williams. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
To the air on first down. Complete to the right. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with the first down.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
And the Hoosiers will hustle to the line. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll try to get the edge on the left. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. They'll try the run. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
He's looking to throw. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Wants to return it. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a 1st down.
What a throw on 1st down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. That's caught. It's Cooper. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Brady. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Grab near the marker, it's Williams.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Hoosiers will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They just keep firing. Blasted as he lets it go.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
This guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. He's got it on the move. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Touchdown, Indiana! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today between Penn State and Ohio State. Ohio State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win. But this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Columbus. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He's looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Snapped it in the shotgun. Catch in the middle. It's Pauly. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Irish send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That punt is just going to create all kinds of problems. It goes out of bounds, and let's see where they spot it. They're going to take over right around the 30-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time it's complete. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Working that left side now. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Fires into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Direct snap. It's Price. Slithers into space. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here after the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They've played really well in this first half.
Caught over the middle. It's Morris. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Fires to the middle. He's got him this time. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
I mean, what a great route by the wide receiver. You talk about leaving everybody in the dust. I mean, he left everybody behind him, runs the corner route, and to be honest, I mean, there is nobody stopping him.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
On the run, it's Price. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Price. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. The give to the back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
It's simple, but it's not easy. You know, you miss some of these throws and you see the ball not go near the wide receiver, but a lot of times it has to do with the bottom half of the quarterback. And are his feet set where now he can start to move towards where he wants to throw the football? You could tell his feet weren't set. He was drifting a little bit.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. He's got him. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it to a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Trying to get behind the defense. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And the Hoosiers want to crank the tempo. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's been throwing bullets all over the field.
Wants to throw again. Big guy smells it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. On the move. Touchdown, Indiana! They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Complete to the left. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day. And all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it. And I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And I think that right there has been one of the biggest stories of this game so far. The reason this team trails is they can't get one of their best players the football in the passing game. This guy's a weapon. He eats defenses alive each and every week and has yet to make one catch in this game.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Williams. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Michigan has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy for the folks in Ann Arbor. They're in a tight one. They're up by 11 over Illinois. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Mendoza. Here's a heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Hoosiers line up to punt it away. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. On On the run, it's Price. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. He's got the tight end. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can... away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Direct snap. He's in open space downfield. And he finds no running room at all, and the third quarter is over. Maybe more open spaces coming in the fourth. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Sends it downfield. He caught it. Touchdown, Irish! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Morris. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
Man, this dude's flown by 200, flown by 300, and now thrown by 400. Almost 450 yards in the ball game. This dude has been on point.
He's got it. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Got room to work. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. And the Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They're going to go to the air on third and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Brady. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it down at the 34. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Fires to the right. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the ground with the back. There he goes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the run, now to throw. Got a man, it's Williams. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for it all. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Sends the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The Hoosiers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Finding an escape route. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Now on first down from the 30. To the air, it's Mendoza. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Keeps it on the bootleg. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level.
Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on his defense. Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. This time he's got his man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, and I love running my tight ends across the formation. Just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive gain for my offense.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Let's it go to the end zone. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
I can't believe it. He had a chance to just end the game right there. If the defender makes the catch in the end zone, up a possession, this is ball game. But because he put it on the ground, this offense still has life.
He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Michigan is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Ann Arbor for a long time. They're up by 18 over Illinois. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Here's the pressure. Finds a little space. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And the clock's running down late in the ball game. Every first down matters. Every second matters. Really good job by the quarterback. Dropping back to pass, scrambling around, getting a first down, and also getting out of bounds to save precious seconds as this one ticks down.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Give to the running back. Turning it on.
And they try to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have one left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
They'll leave it with him. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
What a costly fumble. You're in a situation where I'm almost guaranteed points or an opportunity for points to win this football game, and now you're going to be begging for your defense to somehow hold on, make a big play, come and bail you out for fumbling that football.
Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Rushes on him. And the pressure will get there. The Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Might be calling a hot route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. He will have to unleash a howitzer to try to win the game from here. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And after the miss, the only hope is to get a stop and play another round of overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Back to pass on second down. It's complete. Touchdown, Notre Dame. They strike first here in overtime. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewitt, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive.
Notre Dame 42, Indiana 35.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. To the air, it's Mendoza. Makes the catch.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
And the Hoosiers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. He's got it on the run. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
The Hoosiers are in the hurry up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Indiana! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
Obviously, very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
Now, first down here in the second overtime. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Under fire. He might have gotten way too greedy there, held it too long, and couldn't throw it away to avoid the loss.
Well, this defense not only has speed, but they also play with great effort. And that time on the quarterback run, they were expecting it. Everybody was in position, but they did a phenomenal job in pursuit, making sure the only direction that guy was going was backwards, running him out of bounds for a big loss.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws to the tight end. Working the middle. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Just a couple they need to pick up here on 3rd and short in overtime. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Hoosiers! That score gives them the lead here in the 2nd overtime. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
Even the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Snap in the shotgun. Can't do it better than that. The 2-point conversion is good, and the lead is 8. Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. To the air on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. Got it in the middle. It's Pauly. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life. He's just been open everywhere on the field. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. He's turning these defenders around. They just simply can't cover him.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Looking to scramble. Fires to the end zone. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense defines and stands on the result of the play. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. He wants it all. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. With that, now a 2-point conversion away from triple overtime.
I think the quarterback showed his head coach a lot on that last touchdown pass, the poise and the confidence. And because of that, David, on this upcoming 2-point play, you might just put it back into his hands and let him go win it for you.
Yeah, man, I need it again, right? Like these rules, I got to go for 2. This is a clutch moment. Obviously, got to come up big. Do you trust him again? You worked on these 2-point plays all year long, all week long. That's what you do. You know the rules. Now you got to go execute.
So here we go, dueling 2-point conversions from this point forward. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. And now it's all 2-point conversion attempts from here on out. He's looking to throw. They got it done with the 2, and now they hold the edge deep in overtime.
It's all about mental toughness. That's impressive there to get the 2-point play, and now you're putting it on your defense. Can they rise up to the occasion, David, make a play and end this thing?
Man, and that's what you're doing. You're trying to get energy from them. You're walking over there to them. Guys, we just need one stop. One stop, and we walk out of here a winner. I know you're exhausted. Just give me one more play.
Back to pass, it's Mendoza. He's got it for the two, and we're all tied up.
The football game that would never end. This has been unbelievable. Both of these teams, somehow, they still have so much in the tank, David. Both teams trading two-point conversions right now.
And just over and over, I gotta have it moments. They're coming up huge, play after play after play. Who's gonna blink, man? Both teams making big plays, both teams continuing this game on to another overtime.
So here we go again, and we'll see just how deep that two-point conversion bag really is. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. They are stopped on the two-point try, and now it'll be up to the defense. Now this two-point conversion attempt for the win.
3:25.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to pass. That's it. That's the ball game. The two-point try gets it done.
This is like a heavyweight fight. Both of these teams have been trading blows back and forth. At the end, it's this offense delivering the knockout blow, getting that two-point conversion for the win.
How awesome of a game, though. Back and forth, so many highs, so many lows, and fitting. It comes down to the last play of the football game, and not surprisingly, the offense executes and gets the win.